How's it going, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Here's the Craic podcast. We're back. It's 2024. How are we all feeling? How are we all doing?
New year.
Don't
New
say
me.
it. Oh no.
New year. What do you mean by that?
Fucking
Fuck
all.
Fucking getting deep
Means
here.
nothing.
Oh,
New
I
year.
didn't realise Stephen Bartlett was here.
New year.
What does that
same me.
mean?
What do you mean by that?
Just like, what do you mean, New Year, New Me? What does that mean, Shay? Let's go into your childhood trauma.
What do you mean by that? Did that sound like him?
Wee bit.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I
by
watched
that?
the most recent
if
one.
If he was from Armagh, yeah.
Stephen Bartlett.
Normal Stephen Bartlett.
Stephen Bartlett.
is here.
I watched the most recent one with Dynamo and I was thoroughly depressed.
You said it was really
It
dark.
was really dark. Yeah. I haven't really listened to Diary of a CEO. I wouldn't really listen to it a lot. But I watched the Casey Neistat one because I used to
Yeah,
used
so
to
did
watch-
I. I thought it was good.
Used to watch Casey Neistat all the time, and I thought he was so real about like even like the whole content creation side of things. Like, and I think it actually resonated with me with like what we do, because he's like, you just need to keep banging it out and you'll grow. And then literally a day later, Aaron sent in the stats, and I was like, consistency.
He's quit vlogging now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't get pulled into any of the like fucking depressing shit though. like.
No. Whereas Dynamo was like, oh yeah, my partner came home and found me in the dog bed, and I was like, this is dark.
Why have you seen the dog bed?
Because
Doggy style. Oh no.
he was in a very dark place. Let's put it that way.
Like the literal dog bed.
Yeah.
Rough.
I think he tried to. And she came home
Jesus,
and
this
found
is a
him
bit
in
of a
the-
dark.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it was dark. I would
Happy
recommend-
New Year, everyone.
How to get how to get demonetized on YouTube in 3 minutes.
Anyway, you
Who's
can-
Dynamo? Was that the magician?
Yeah.
Ah.
Could see
Yeah.
that being cut. Where'd the magic go?
That's what he's
That's the
asking.
title. What would you just end it there?
His new
Disneyland. Cool.
He's got a new TV show out. It's called like I forget what it is. It's like, Are You Watching Closely or something like that there. But me and Lucinda were actually watching it the other night. So I started watching it after listening to the Stephen Bartlett podcast, and I was like, we may watch this and see if he goes into any detail and stuff. I'm sitting watching it, and he's doing like all this street magic, and he'll do something clean mad. Like, I mean, he'll go like, you'll be standing in front of him and he'll be like, see this can, and he'll like put something through it, like, or like smash it, and like bugs will drop out, and people are going stone mad, and he just walks off. Like, he'll do the most like bizarre stuff and then just bounce. And Lucinda was like, why does he really keep creepily walking off every time he does something? But it seems to be his thing.
That's part of the whole.
Yeah, the show. But anyway,
I've done this and I don't care.
yeah. Welcome back, as I say, to the podcast. It's 2024. How was everybody's Christmas / New Year? It's been a while since we recorded.
Busy Christmas.
Sick of drinking, hey?
I'm off it, hey. I'm not even doing dry January, but I'm just don't even want to drink
Yeah.
anymore.
We're doing dry 2024.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm
off it,
doing dry January, but like I'm like, I
unintentionally.
just don't want to drink.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You don't have to force yourself to.
no, I'm not
stay
like
home.
craving a drink. That's
You-
like, I think, was it you or someone said to me, or I don't know, someone at work. I was like, yeah, I'm doing dry January, and they're like, how you find it? And I'm like, it's grand.
It's handy.
As if you're fucking shaking at the table, like, I need a fucking, give me a vodka and coke and knife.
Dry January.
As
is
I'm
a
not an
cop-out, like.
alcoholic, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was I wasn't planning on doing it until me and you had the chat on New Year's Day. Coincidentally, we were both hungover, but you were like, oh no, I'm gonna do dry January, and I thought, you know what, because you're doing it, you're like, I suppose like us all go out for pints and stuff every now and again, so I suppose my only real excuse for drinking was like maybe going out with work. But whenever you said you were going to do it, I was like, you know what, I've got nothing on in January, let's give this a whirl.
Yeah.
I went out with you that night to watch that United game and didn't drink. And when was that
Yeah, you
back?
did.
I didn't. Remember, I was drinking blackcurrant all night. We went to the corner.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's right.
I actually thought it was grand, but I sort of found that I was
I don't
kind
know
of
how
getting.
your head was right.
I was sort of getting a butt because I was like, every time you got a drink, I would have got like a blackcurrant. So it was like sort of keeping up with everyone, even though it was just blackcurrant water.
Off your tits
But, like,
on Robinsons.
It was like a mental thing where I was sort of getting a buzz out of it. You know, you sort of thought you were. I knew I wasn't steaming drunk or anything like that, but like you sort of got a wee bit of a buzz, like that you were just sort of drinking with everyone and just being a part of it.
Yeah.
I found that my placebo was sparkling water. So
Get you steaming?
we had more like just. So we had mates over there on Saturday and we were playing board games and stuff, and I went and just got like a bottle of sparkling water and just sat and like sipped it. And to be fair, like, it's not like unreal, but at
It's
the same time, it
disgusting.
was
Tastes
no.
like TV static.
I must admit, I've got to quite like it. Someone gave me a bottle off it, and I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to make them feel awkward, so I drank it, and I was like, do you know what? Now that I'm older and I'm not a child, I'm like,
Do you ever
like
mix
coffee.
it with lime juice?
So Lucinda gave me
So good.
Lucinda gave me a glass off it the other night and put a wee bit of like lime cordial in it, and it was nice. But
Put like orange, dilute, or blackcurrant. It's fucking unreal. It's basically like Fanta if you put the orange juice in it. Now.
But like, I've seen a study that said like 40% of like young people in the UK are now making a conscious decision not to drink. I feel like it's becoming more of a thing.
I think it is definitely, yeah. All over social media now.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of like sort of, I suppose you could say, influencers are like, I think it is sort of like a trend almost. But then I think it is just becoming people that want to be healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I think even running now seems to be such a big thing. I'm seeing so much stuff on running.
You started running. How are you getting on?
Good.
How you're out run 3 times a week?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say as many as I can. Like,
Yeah.
my fucking legs were getting sore last week when I took a couple of days off. And then
Yeah.
was out last night.
I went
no,
back
no.
to football last night.
Did you?
It's tough, eh? It's
Yeah.
fucking tough. Jesus, I think everyone was in the same boat. Like,
Yeah.
kicked off and literally
The cold as well. Like,
there was 7 shots on target and all 7 of them went in because no one was just moving for the ball. Like. It
Yeah.
was fucking hard. Like. But I'll come back next week better and stronger. No, wait, I won't.
podcast. I don't know.
Yeah.
Scheduling
2
issues.
weeks.
You have to adult. But like I find now, well, it's now 9 days in without drink. I'm not craving it, but I've noticed even you start to realise
We were
that-
on one night playing Fortnite though, and I heard Lucinda come in and go, "Do you want a gin and something?" And you're like, "No."
No.
Oh God.
Which, did she?
Yeah, I
She was
lie.
like,
No, she was taking the
She
piss
was-
because
was she?
yeah, she was taking the piss because it was a pure stressy day, and then she came in and
Aye.
goes like,
Why
she
is this
goes,
bottle of gin up there?
she goes, oh, what do you? She goes, oh, do you want anything? And I goes, yeah, get me a drink. And she was like, oh, gin, and laugh, and I went, no, tea. Like,
Tea, fuck
yeah, I was just laughing. Like, it was just a joke.
Gin's actually code for something.
Yeah.
Will not say.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, as Ryan says, fulfilling the marital duties. Every time he says that, I'm like, yep, there we go. But I think when you actually do break it down, you know, if we went out drinking on a Saturday night and say you did get bad enough, like you're spending all day Sunday lying about hungover, there's Sunday wasted, which is your only one of 2 days that you're not working.
Yeah.
Then it's like I almost feel like it spoils Monday because you don't feel like we did so much on Sunday. Like me and you spent Sunday together, and
I was thinking, like, what are you on about?
me and Tommy spent the day together on Sunday.
Wow, so romantic.
So romantic.
Kissing.
Went to the driving range and went look for new golf clubs for me and stuff. And then it was all about me that day. Tommy took me out and treated me.
I did not.
But yeah, look, it was really nice because like on Monday morning I woke up and I was like, I actually feel like I've done a lot. Like someone goes, "How was your weekend?" And I was like, "Actually good, look, got a lot done.
You'd something to
Didn't
tell.
die yesterday."
Adult thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I feel like the flip side is like, what did you do at the weekend? And if you didn't done nothing, it's like, if you didn't go out, everyone's like,
But that's always what the Monday starts with too, and it's like, what do you do at the weekend? And you're like, oh, just nothing.
nah.
Went out on Saturday and then just died all weekend, did nothing. Like. And that's the end of combo there. Like.
I don't mind a drink. I don't mind going out every once in a while, but I just think over Christmas, too
You
much
were
drinking.
overdoing it.
Fuck
Every
hell.
day I was on
Party.
PlayStation with him. Like we would have logged on like
Were you drinking in the house?
the
or?
afternoon.
No.
He wasn't drinking in the house,
Oh.
no, but it nearly turned out that way. I was getting and I'm joking. No, I was on PlayStation with him and he was like, I was like, what did you up to last night? And he was like, me and Bruno went out and had a few drinks. I was like, nice. I have to log off here at 3. I was like, why? And he's like, I'm going out drinking with a couple of ones from work. And I was like, are you okay? Do we need to have a discussion? But like you weren't. I think it's just the time of the year. Like.
It's just the time of the year, but it just made me think, fuck, I got to like Christmas Day and I was like, I don't want to drink.
Yeah.
And I didn't really drink on Christmas Day, and then on Boxing Day I was like, went out, but fuck.
Wasn't
Yeah.
feeling it. No.
Aaron, you were teetotal before you joined work, and then we all converted.
Drove me to drink. Yeah, I was teetotal up until I was 20. Well, if it was when I joined work, that was 3 years ago. So I would have been 23, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Didn't drink a single thing until I was 22.
And what was your first drink?
A 10-year-old single malt Bushmills.
Flip me,
Jesus
sure.
Christ.
Jump right in at the
Richie
deep end.
Rich
May
over
as well.
here.
Yeah, in the Galgorm.
Oh,
No.
stop it.
Speaking of the Galgorm,
Yeah. Oh,
Well, is
we
this,
have news, people.
is this our segue? Well, cue the music. Yeah, I am engaged.
Oh,
Successfully.
I think we did mention
Made
this
it.
before, didn't we?
Yeah, we kind of pretended, so this news has already broke.
We said
We pretended
Oh,
on the last
yeah.
podcast that it had already happened, but we were hoping that she would
I
say
think we
yes.
pretended. We were just like, ideally you'll be engaged.
It's
by then.
happening. Though.
Yeah. So
So we were like, "What did you achieve in 2023?" And Aaron was like, "Well, by this time this podcast airs, I'll be engaged." And we were like, "Will you though?"
well, fingers crossed.
Van, you booked and all, hey?
Yeah, not
No
only
fucking
are we,
about.
from the date of recording, not only are we engaged, but the venue is booked.
Date
No messing
set,
about.
What a
Dates
man.
date set,
no
match,
messing about.
and
Money leaving bank
explain the engagement to the people. Explain the engagement. You went to Disneyland in Paris.
accounts. Yeah, we went to Disneyland. I actually booked that holiday probably like a year ago around now
Because he knew.
because I knew.
Did you know from the
Oh,
start?
I-
the one.
It was an excuse. She was like, "We've got loads of Christmas money and stuff, and we've got loads of money left over." She was like, "Well, we pick a holiday," and in my mind I was like, "How can I tell her Disneyland and make an excuse on why we should go?"
Before you even booked it, I remember you saying to me that you wanted to propose, and then I said, "Oh, where would you do it?" And you said, "I know exactly where I would do it." Where? And I went, "Where?" And you went, "In Disneyland, in a certain place." And I
Yeah.
went, "Fair play."
Lad has it
Where
planned.
was
I
the
didn't
certain
even
place?
know where I was going to get engaged.
Great question.
What did you ask her? What
Where
did you
was
ask
the
him?
certain place?
Yeah, great
Because
question.
I'm thinking something has been recently taken down, hasn't it, in Disneyland?
What?
The
Par-
big
Paris?
yeah, or the
The
What do you
main
call it?
Castle.
yeah. I think it was taken down.
Not in Paris, no.
Only this week, I think, over Christmas.
Don't think so.
I'm near sure they're
What?
replacing it
Orange,
with like
Orange starts crying and all.
the Frozen Castle or something.
Oh, yeah, no, they're building a frozen land and there will be a frozen castle.
Of
but
course,
that's
yeah.
not the name.
That's normal.
Is
I
it?
mean, it's Disneyland. Look.
Anyway,
Let him get
so
back
in
to the
Disneyland
story.
Paris, right? So this I'm going to tell you the plan very quickly, and then we're limited time. I'm going to tell you the plan really quickly, and then I'm going to tell you how none of it came together
With the
properly.
studio booked to
Lovely.
9, so you may make this swift. Like, we only have
Really
2 hours.
quickly. Don't
Says
worry.
fucking you, Mr. Drag out a story. Fuck me.
So the plan, Disneyland. We arrive, we go into Disneyland, we do the Disneyland thing. We come back,
What is the Disneyland thing?
ride roller coasters, talk to Mickey Mouse, eat
Mess
some
around on the
shit.
teacups.
Yeah, spend loads of fucking money. Come back to the hotel to get ready for dinner. It's our anniversary. That's why we booked the holiday.
There wasn't much
For
getting
our
ready.
anniversary.
There's a lot of getting busy though. Yeah!
I will. Anyway, moving on from my personal life.
Let's talk about my engagement.
We were meant to come back, get ready for dinner, put on some nice clothes. It's our anniversary. We're going to a fancy restaurant. On the way to the fancy restaurant, you walk past this lake. If you've ever been to Disneyland Paris, you know the lake I'm talking about. It's all lit up. It's lovely. It's Christmas. There's a Christmas tree at the middle of, like, the start of the lake. It's great, right? It's also quiet because fuck if I'm going to get down on one knee in front of 7,000 people.
In front of Mickey and Minnie and Goofy.
Next thing, parade starts coming through.
I get down,
Out of the road, you can.
I get down on my knee. She's like, "Oh my god, yes!" And then I'm like, "Thank fuck for that. Better ring the boys." And then we go.
Boys, it's a go.
Yeah. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. We then go to the restaurant. We have a 3-course dinner in this like French restaurant. I say French restaurant. It's the Ratatouille restaurant.
The wee mouse and all come around.
The mouse is like, "Here's your fucking food."
Risotto.
Fuck. Anyway, and then she's like, "Oh, you're so fucking handsome eating your soup," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're engaged now. Get wed." Right? That was the way it was meant to go down. Right?
Oh.
Is this not what happened?
Not a single thing of that happened
What?
because of my fiance
Yeah.
and the weather and Jesus. Between Jesus and my fiance, it got ruined.
Jesus said no.
Well, the reason Jesus said no was because it just rained the whole time. Like, it was
Seriously?
fucking bucketing. The day before we arrived, it was glorious sunshine. And the day we left, it was glorious sunshine. But during our entire time there, it was bucketing with
It was
rain
an omen, hey.
the whole time. So, because of that, Liv was like, well, we just get ready for dinner now and go. So that completely ruined the whole going back to then go to the lake.
Yeah.
Because we will not be going anywhere fucking near the lake now. You know, I can't really turn around and go, no, I want to come back and get changed. You know, because then I look like a fucking lunatic. So that didn't happen. It was pissing down with rain. Didn't know when to do it. We were then walking after dinner. So dinner happened before I could propose, which means the whole "you look so fucking handsome with your soup, I'm engaged" thing couldn't happen, right?
Damn it.
I was like, fuck. I looked so fucking good eating that soup as well. We then went into the other park where the big castle is and all the rest of it, and she was like, I want to go see the castle first and then we can go on some rides. I was like, fuck, right, okay, it's pissing it down. I'm getting soaked. She has a poncho on, which is sexy as fuck. And
She had the poncho and nothing.
I don't have a
Just a
poncho
poncho.
on. I don't have a poncho on, right?
Because he wasn't for getting engaged in a poncho. That's what he
Because I
told me.
wasn't getting engaged in the poncho.
I
right?
goes, why didn't you wear a poncho to keep yourself dry? And he
Fucking
goes,
soaking.
like, I'm getting engaged in a poncho. I thought the man
Not
knows
getting
what he
engaged in a
wants.
poncho.
Fair
I was
play.
also wearing this, like, what do you call them, like teddy bear material fucking
Yeah,
fleece
like
thing.
fleecy fluffy
Is it
fleeces.
Borg? Is that the word?
I don't
Borg?
know.
I think it's Borg. So it's fucking wool. It's like I'm carrying around like 20 kilos of water, like. And then we get to the castle. Nothing went to plan. I was like, fuck. Right? I was nervous all day.
What was the plan when you went to the
Shit.
castle?
Well, no, she just wanted to see the castle, take a picture of it and stuff.
Alright.
And I was like, fuck. And I didn't want to do it there because there was so many people there. There's a viewing platform at the castle, which is kind of like in this like hedgerow. Nobody was in it. Completely quiet.
Oh.
And I went, this is the moment. Got down on one knee. I can tell you right now, I don't remember a single word I said. And I'm actually not
Blackout.
sure she said yes. But she has the ring.
And she's still there.
And we've paid the deposit. So I think we're getting married. But that's how it went down.
You actually just asked her, did she want to pawn this ring for you?
And it
She
was
said
right in
yeah.
front. We actually have a picture. It's right in front of the castle.
Very good.
So
Very
in
good.
fact, the mishap, everything went wrong. It went all right.
I believe, though, she did put a photo up on Instagram with the ring to say, I said yes. Or I said something. So that's
So
confirmation.
she must have said yes.
That's tangible evidence
Yes.
to use in court.
That's good.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you remember what you said? You probably didn't say much.
Not really.
Me or you, me. Put this ring on.
Right?
Hey, girl. You're a man of few words.
No, fuck, I can't remember really.
You don't beat
It
around the
was
bush.
just, yeah.
I can't remember really what I said. And to be fair, on the way back, I remember looking at her and going, just to confirm you said yes. And she was like, I'm wearing the ring, aren't I? And I was like, fair enough, but you could
Once
be.
you get the diamond, how do you?
Yeah.
They don't say no.
Exactly. Fair enough.
We went straight on It's a Small World afterwards, which is quite funny. We didn't really know what to do. We were in kind of like in a stasis of shock. We were just on this wee boat. And it's like
Did nobody see us or like
thousands of-
clap or anything? No.
no, because it was in this private like enclave
Oh.
viewing platform of the castle, which nobody was in. It was completely quiet,
Nice.
Oh.
Perfect.
completely private.
Everything happens for a reason.
Um,
yeah.
And
Went on Small World. She's then going. She was like, let's go on It's a Small World. And it's like, okay, we got engaged like 30 seconds ago, but okay.
but you want to go
On it,
ride.
there's fucking like Chinese people everywhere and fucking singing shit. Just little people on the sides. And then she's going, what did my dad say? What? How much does the ring cost? When did you get it? When did you plan all this? And I'm like, fucking let everyone enjoy the ride and we'll talk about this after.
Don't make a scene.
This is not what I wanted.
Take that
Fuck
off.
up! Woman!
But how did you get fair going through? Because one thing the both of yous both did took the ring through the airport, which fair play to both of yous, because I actually think I would have had I think I would have had a heart attack trying to even think logistically about that. Like.
Yeah.
How did you fare? Because your ring box is quite slim.
I specifically bought a ring box, which is almost kind of like the size of that, actually. It kind of opens like that.
For those listening, it's about the size of an AirPod case.
Yeah. And I was able to fit in my jeans pocket and you couldn't see anything. It wasn't bulging out or anything like that. No. Anyway.
Tucked it under your balls.
I didn't want to put it into my. I did
up
have
with us.
hold luggage. I did have hold luggage, but I didn't want to put it in. I didn't want to put it in my hold luggage because we're going to France, which means it'll get stolen. So, sorry if you're French, but you're probably not.
Oui.
And I wanted to bring it with me. I would have, airport was fine.
Yeah.
I got to the girl in Dublin airport and she was like, I was like, here, like I have a ring in my pocket. Liv was already through security. I was like, I've got a ring in my pocket. Can I put it through security, not take it out of my jacket pocket? She was like, yeah, just zip it up to make sure it doesn't fall out. And I was like, yeah, perfect. Grand. Disneyland's a fucking different story because they properly search you.
fuck.
Oh fuck!
What?
There's no bags or anything, and it
Why?
goes through a scanner.
They
and all.
search you in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, so when you're
What do they
going,
expect?
I didn't know that.
Someone's going to assassinate Mickey.
yeah, a few years ago, there was a
seen
guy
it?
caught in one of the hotels with 2 guns on him.
Oh my! No, here. Right, we'll leave that there, Mickey.
Taking the Mickey here, lad.
Stay safe, mate.
So the security design bar is pretty high. You have to take everything out of your pockets. You can't go through with anything in your pockets.
All right.
You
Okay,
take
you would have
everything
had
out
a
of your
panic
pockets.
attack. Eh? Holy
And you put it in this like tray. Now it's not like the airport where it's really long and there's like a big long X-ray machine. It's a fucking scanner thing you walk through and a tray, right? Which means I had to physically take the ring out of my pocket and put it on this tray while she was like
no way.
here, right?
No fucking way.
So I
still
was
in the
like,
box?
"Fucking get you through there!" And
Go on, you get it.
The boy
She
lifted
went-
the box and opened up, and you went, "Let me do it." Are you getting down one knee?
he was like, "To marry me." At the security outlet. So what I did was I opened my wallet and I tried to stuff the fucking ring box like in the middle of the wallet, which did not work. But I just sort of like positioned the wallet around the ring box, which I thought was fucking stupid, but apparently she didn't realize at all. But it was the ring box was out in the open.
Oh my god.
To be fair,
And
like
I was running through that security like.
to be fair, it's not like she'd be looking for it.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's not like they're.
Oh yeah, I suppose a place like Disneyland Paris isn't really the place to get
She's
engaged.
not more-
If she
yeah.
said, "What is that?" What would you have said? You panicked and be like, drugs."
He'd have had to get down on the knee, hey, and say,
Well-
"Fetch me, Mickey. Now make this a bit."
I would probably stick it in my
aware.
fucking pocket and said what, and then pulled out my AirPods case.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man had it planned, hey.
Didn't have a plan. That was all
Yeah,
there
it's
now.
Nice one.
He was prepared.
So-
Prepared for the worst.
The wedding countdown is on. Fun times for you,
Fun times for both of us.
I know. On the other hand, here,
Oh.
8 months to you,
Oh no.
and we've booked the stag.
Mm.
The stag has been booked.
Oh baby.
We are going to the
The land of Veg.
the Vegas. We have booked Vegas for Tommy's
It's a
stag,
secret, don't tell him.
Oh wow.
and obviously he's in the know because he needs to apply for Eastas and stuff.
But
But
we need to apply for right now.
yeah,
Oh no.
we're going to Vegas. So if anybody has been on a stag do in Vegas and has any suggestions, we have a couple of options for him. A couple of activities planned out. A couple of wee cheeky things on the. No, I'm joking. But how are you excited?
Yeah. Can't believe we're going to Vegas though. Mad. Unreal.
Do you want it to be like The Hangover? Will we do it like The Hangover? You wake up and
I don't want to spend the whole time on top of a fucking hotel.
That'd be great though. You get a cracker tan for the wedding. Like
Jesus, no.
we're going in far enough in advance, lah. You'll be fine. You'll be
Mm.
recovered by then. Me,
How far in advance?
are we
June?
going July?
2
June.
months in advance.
June, yeah.
Fuck hey. It's coming in quick.
It's coming in quick. Hey, this is the
It's
year.
already
This is
January.
your year. How's the wedding planning been going?
Just most of it done, like.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Just need to get suits and get rings and stuff.
Yep.
Everyone's pretty much booked. Everyone keeps asking me that. They're like, "Oh, is everything sorted? You ready? What's the crack with the wedding?" And I'm just like, sort of done now. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's just that period.
I think you get to a stage. I
Limbo?
think I said this to you this morning. You get engaged, then you do a pile of stuff in the 2 months after you got engaged. Like you just sort everything out. Once you get your date booked, then you have to get X, Y, and Z booked. Then there's like a lull, where it's like a maintenance,
Mm.
and then about 2 months before it, kind of you sort out the little things. So, good luck. There we go. Exciting times.
Yeah. Spenny.
What's happening in your world then?
Fuck all.
Apartments.
Just been fucking renovating and finding leaks and fucking.
Bob the Builder. Tell us about
I'll
that.
not put that on right. What I'm talking about. Yeah, fucking pulled up the floor the other day to get a new floor down, and the whole thing was soaked underneath. It was completely fucking rotten. So, literally only found it like a day or two before the floor was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So got the kitchen done, and he left the hallway. So then I only got it fixed there like last week. So I had to pull up all the wood, like the subfloor, and then fucking replace it the other day. But then it wasn't like level, so like the boards have to be like flush with each other to put this here floor down on top of it. But there's like a slight rise in some of them because the water had like swollen some of the boards, like they're still a wee bit damp. But I had to get like a belt sander to go over it.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
My God, the fucking dust in the house. I fucking destroyed everything, lad.
Jesus.
It, literally, I mean, like, I was only out of it for a few minutes, and the fucking dust, like, we went on in the bathroom. I left the door open in the bathroom, and it was just sitting like that thick on top of the sink in the toilet and all. She was cracking up at it. Like. And then we're getting a tiler out next week as well, so I'd
Who's
pull
he?
off the tiles.
Who's
Right.
he?
What'd you say?
This
Oh,
is
just
Greg,
Tyler.
my Tyler. Would you like to meet him?
I thought you said that
His
I
name
thought
was
it was
Tyler.
Tyler, yeah.
He's called Tyler.
Oh my god.
He's Tyler the Tyler.
All right.
You're
Fucking
special.
Sorry.
Stupid.
So pulled the fucking tiles off there 2 nights ago, and the wall behind it's rotten. So more replacing wood.
Buy a house.
Before
They
you
say
get
it'll be fun. They say you're on the property ladder.
But I enjoy doing those things. It's therapeutic. Like. It's.
I bet.
Do you want to come do mine?
Yeah.
See, I,
Alright.
would, I would not like.
I just
that
wish
at
it
all.
didn't work. You know, so you could just
So,
do
so
it,
do I.
do it during, and had unlimited funds. Like.
Yeah.
You could just do it during the day, but no, it's good fun. Like
Yeah.
it's part of the experience. Like.
Yeah.
It's good.
I remember whenever we were doing up our house, we had to do tracking, which is like the big
Yeah.
kanga thing, and you and oh my days, hey, our
Hard in the arms.
house was pigging. And what's annoying about it is you finish the actual main job you're meant to be doing, and then you nearly spend twice as long cleaning up after
Yeah.
yourself. Like everything was dusty. Like.
I think we
It
spent
was
3 hours
horrible.
cleaning that night. I sounded.
It was absolutely horrible. But luckily enough, it's done now.
Yeah. Until the next thing.
Exactly.
The next venture.
What's the next venture? Another house?
Do the other bathroom.
Yeah, oh.
Maybe get another house. Who knows?
Oh,
Oh.
Could do.
fucking.
2 bathrooms.
Get on the
Here,
prop
hard to
ladder.
hide the money, hey. But yeah. So everyone's Christmas, New Year was good. Aaron's engaged. We've booked your stag. That's all good. You're renovating the house. Can we discuss? I don't know whether you've all watched it. Saltburn.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. So I will stay silent for
talking
this portion.
about it.
I watched it the other night, and I was quite frankly horrified by what I saw. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's class. It's class. Like such a good film, so like cinematic and stuff." And to be fair, now that I have researched into it, there are some cool like concepts. Wow, there are some cool. There are some cool concepts, but some of the scenes are madness. Hey,
Yeah.
you wonder how your man even like. I know there's acting and then there's acting. Like
I honestly thought it would have been weirder.
What was the worst scene?
man, when he started doing like rimming the
Bathtub.
bathtub, that was pretty sus. like.
I thought the grave scene was worse.
No, I didn't. I
See, I was
by
look,
this stage you're immune to it.
I
Like,
find it
Yeah.
hard to look past the fact.
Like it.
Oh, this is. Stop it and start it.
yeah. Good.
I find it hard on the bath scene to look past the fact. Oh, this is just a movie. There's no jizz in that bath. Like, you know, he's just drinking water. Like,
It's like what
You
the
know,
hell's
it's it.
going on here?
What the fuck is this? Is it a show or a film?
So
film.
pretty much, for those who haven't seen it, close your ears. Saltburn is basically about this guy meets another guy at uni, and he's really up. The guy that he meets is really upper class.
Right.
So the guy basically says he's not upper class.
He's got a
So your
scholarship.
guy-
It's Oxford, isn't it?
Yeah. Your guy basically invites him out to Saltburn, which is his like mum and dad's big massive English estate. But it's basically he goes there and it's all about how this like your guy's obsessed with this guy and his lifestyle, and it's basically all about how this like idea of obsession unfolds. So there's like one particular scene where your guy is having fun with himself in a bathtub, and the other guy's watching him do it,
And he's not playing with his toy boats.
and he's not playing with a rubber ducky, if you know what I
So it's
mean.
just
Like,
there. It's just
yeah.
not happening.
yeah, he's just
peeking through
yeah.
the door.
He's peeking through
Hey,
the
mate.
door. Your other boys, you know,
And he play with your rubber duck.
he's 5-knuckle shuffling in the bathtub, and then basically he goes in straight afterwards and starts basically the bath's draining, and he goes in and starts licking the bathtub, like the plug hole.
It's like a close up of him
But
in
this
the
is
plug
like-
hole, and he's like,
He's just getting in there. But this is the first, like, I would say that was the first scene which was proper, like, what is he doing? And then you had a couple more scenes, like a grave scene was a bit sus. I'll not spoil it all for you.
A bit sus.
It was sus.
Fucking hell.
But the worst thing was, right, I'd done some research into this. That was a closed set.
yeah.
He told the camera and person and the director to just leave the thing rolling, and he just was on his own,
One take.
and maybe I think it was there
I
was
think he
someone
was
else,
on his own.
someone else
but,
there
like,
with him.
A close set's basically like anybody who like doesn't have to be there
Yeah,
Yeah.
goes like. So there would have been people there, but
yeah. But like the point being, he was just basically left to his own
it's
devices. like.
unscripted. Like.
Yeah, and then the bit at the end where he like pulls the thing off Rosamund Pike's character.
Yeah.
That was she did a panel. It was like
Yeah.
that was completely unscripted.
What was that part?
You know the bit right at the very end where he rips the tube out of her
Oh
mouth
yeah, yeah,
and then pulls the bed sheets off her.
yeah.
But like, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The end, the dancing scene, like.
Mm.
Murder on the dance floor.
It was probably the least surprising scene.
You knew that was coming.
I was
though, like.
pretty surprised. I was pretty shocked
I
by
think
what I
I
saw.
watched it sort of too late. But you can't even watch something too late nowadays. It's fucking only out a week and then
When
watch
it's
it.
all
But
over TikTok, like.
already knew what happened in it. Like,
Barry and his pet snake.
yeah.
He
fuck.
goes to the door, holds up the door frame, and I go to Lucinda. He's got his arse out. Lucinda's like, haha. Next minute he starts. Then he does a twirl, and Lucinda went, "What was that?" And I was like,
Is that a peen?
Turn this off now.
"It's like, get that arse remote." He must
Yeah,
have,
pee.
I don't know, he must have been carrying a slinky or something. I sort of like, get that off the TV now.
No prosthetic.
I'll have none of this.
God, what a gay.
But fair play to him.
Hmm?
I mean,
Lucinda was like, "Is that what? Like, is that a normal size dick?"
is that what they're meant to like?
Meant to be that big.
Me just in the corner crying.
No, it's fake. He's had a wank before. He's warmed up.
It's a prosthetic, I swear. They do this all the time in movies.
Mine's bigger whenever I'm warmer.
Me, she comes home one night and Murder on the Dance Floor's playing. I'm just upstairs going, "Why won't you work? Why won't you do what I need you to do?" No, joking. I thought it was weird, lah.
Wait,
honestly.
one thing I didn't understand is whenever he broke the glass mirror, why was it fixed the next day? They didn't really explain that. But
There's also a bit which foreshadows your guy's death.
who's
The
Jacob
Jacob
Elordi or whatever you
Elordi's
call him.
character. So she like says this like poem or something. She alludes to this story about this person dying, but another person seen them walking past the window,
yeah?
and at that point, a doppelganger of your guy walks past the window in the
I
background.
thought someone walked past
That
the
is
window when
him,
I watched
Yeah.
it.
Oh, is
Is
it
it?
him?
It's
Alright.
something like about the groundskeeper finding someone dead or something.
I thought it was a woman walking past.
What would you rate it out of 10?
probably like a 7, 6,
I'd rate it a
7.
7 too. You know?
6.5 or so.
I also watched another film on Netflix while I had some downtime over Christmas and the New Year. It was that one with on Netflix about how the world ends.
Hmm.
I
And I
meant to watch
thought
it.
it was
Is that the one
relatively
Barack Obama
weird.
directed? Or
Yeah, Barack and Michelle Obama. I think it's something to do with it too.
I heard
yeah.
about it on the radio, but never watched it. Do
Um,
you know what I
yeah.
watched over Christmas?
Tommy's
Blackberry.
like, is he not president?
Have you seen it?
Was it good? I've seen it on the stick, but I haven't put it
Lethal,
on.
it's
Is
so
it?
it's a proper like the Social Network movie. Like
Yeah.
it's class. And it's really,
Is it
really
good?
good watch. Yeah, definitely worth watching if you're into that sort of thing.
Who's the main guy in it? Is it your buddy fucking out of 30 Seconds to Mars?
I don't even know. What
Jared
30
Leto.
seconds was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but your other boys out all sunny.
Okay.
What do you call your bird all sunny?
Oh,
the cocky one.
Yeah, I know who you're on about.
Not the one who owns Wrexham, the Abbey, and not Charlie Day either. But it's brilliant. Like
Nice.
definitely worth watch.
Well, I fulfilled one of a good bucket list thing of mine. I went to Bruges,
Oh.
like the film,
When
in
in
Bruges, and sent Aaron a bunch of pictures of the hotel that
Did you
was
hit
in.
a woman with a wine bottle?
I hit, and I found a wee person and cried, shot him in the neck, and then I actually watched In Bruges whenever I got back,
Yeah.
and it was class, like to be able to be like, oh, I've been there, and like even you actually find that whenever Colin Farrell's saying like, if I was whatever and I lived on a farm and talked to a donkey, I would still hate Bruges, and I was like, it's actually really nice.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, I've never been, but it looks
Yeah.
lovely.
It was unbelievable. Like we did a couple of nights in Bruges and then did a couple of nights in Brussels and a day in Ghent. And I would definitely say if you're traveling to Belgium, Bruges is the main one. It was really nice.
Mm.
We did it at the Christmas market. So hey, you think Belfast Christmas market's mad? We could barely move. Honestly,
It's
we
big.
Were absolute. Oh, it's big. Like there's. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it's bigger than Belfast Christmas markets because they sort of confine Christmas markets to one area.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it's now, I feel like it was grand pre TikTok and social media. It would probably been doable. But now that everybody's like, if you're looking for something to do this Christmas, go to Bruges. Everybody's going to Bruges now.
I didn't realise it was such a big place to
Yeah,
go.
it's quite a big place to go. If you Google like best Christmas markets, it's like the second. I think the first
Belfast?
is like Munich in Germany, because obviously
That's number one.
yeah. But I never even went to the Christmas markets in Belfast this year.
Neither did I. I live fucking next door to them.
Yeah,
Never even went.
They
to them.
went one morning just we walked around it like.
yeah.
We walked into town on the 22nd, and we were coming up by City Hall, and we're like, "Fuck, we'll drop in." It was closed. It was finished on the 21st.
Yeah.
Not much Christmas markets. That's just like mid-December markets. Like.
There you go. But anyway, listen, we're back.
Any New Year's resolutions before we go?
I didn't even make any. Like.
Do you? Did you make New Year's resolutions?
Did you?
I didn't realise it was such an official thing. No.
No, not really.
Probably just get fit, get healthy.
Yeah, I would quite like for your, I said the other night, for the suit fitting for your wedding, like, and I would quite like to lose at least a stone for your wedding, like.
It's tomorrow.
Oh dear.
That's
Get
my
to the
Monday
summer.
resolution.
Remember you?
Well,
Fucking hell.
What the, like, did I tell you about this?
No.
Went to the first suit
Oh.
fitting for my wedding. Tried on the suit and all. Your mom was like, "Oh Shay, you're like,
15.
pardon if I really overshit this, you're like 16 and a half. You weren't fat. You weren't skinny. You were just normal Shay. But
We
like,
were
I've
not
never
now.
looked at you and been like, you're thick. You know what I mean? But then,
Juicy boy.
juicy boy. But then we did the second suit fitting. And your boy had to change everything. He took his shirt off, and honestly, I don't know, like, whether you'd been just starving yourself for like a week. Like, you were
Really?
absolute, like, you remember that? Or am I making this up?
No, yeah.
You went down like a full size, like, which was
Jesus
grand,
Christ.
because like you went from like a very generic size to another generic size. Like, it's not like you were hard to fit, but it was just madness, like. Like, you dropped so much weight. Like, what was your secret, tell us?
I wasn't even doing anything, just being consistent. I was actually still eating like pizzas in the evening and shit. Like.
Yeah,
Just wasn't overeating.
yeah.
You know, because that's my problem. My problem was I overeat. So I'll get
You
like
do,
a pizza, and then I'll be like,
You do.
I'll be like,
You
oh, you know,
fat
I'll
bastard,
get
you.
some fries with that. But like most people would maybe eat half the pizza and half the fries. I just have to finish the whole thing,
Yeah.
or else I'm a failure.
Yeah.
You know, I really challenge myself when
New-
it comes to food.
On New Year's Eve, we went to Ramore, and Shay got a big massive burger similar to me. Then Aoife had a pasta thing,
fucking
triple
smash burger.
stack smash burger. Finished the triple stack smash
Fries.
burger. Finished the fries that came with it. Then Aoife had about half a plate of pasta left, and you were like, "You finishing that?" And she was like, "No." Could have asked, "Can I get this in a box to go?" Shay, no, inhales the whole
I
thing.
actually forgot about that. Yeah.
And then who else had pasta? Was it
I think
Brona or
Bernard's on
Lucinda?
left.
Yeah.
Just finished
And
it.
you just wolfed it all.
I hate
is
seeing
it?
food go to waste. Like sin.
Yeah,
It's
fair.
sin.
But we'll be doing the same thing for your suit fitting. Like, me and him will be coming, getting generic size, and then bam, we'll be back. Washboard abs. Zac Efron.
Be able to great chat.
What do you think, La?
We'll see.
Ready
Has to
for it?
happen. But no, I've kind of the same as you. Just get a bit fitter and get into a bit more of a good routine this year. Now that everything's settled down.
Health as well.
Health as well. You any New Year's resolutions, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm going to post 4 reels every week on the Here's the Craic social channels.
Or else
Nice.
you will be fired. Fair enough. Fair play. You? Nothing? No? Fair
No.
play. I mean,
No.
why?
We'll
Very
wrap
good.
it up there then.
We'll wrap it up there. Let us know if you've any New Year's resolutions and how you got on over Christmas and the New Year. But we're back. Guest episode next week, and then we're back to normal scheduling. So looking forward to 2024. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't followed us, follow us. Everything's in the link in the description. So yeah, welcome back.
We're back.
And cheerio. Bye bye.
Yippee-ki-yay.